I really like that type of investment approach where actually you can find the deal and then have them like give them long runway to make it work as long as you buy it right. You don't need to think about, oh, I need to sell it like next year or next 5 years. Then you don't need to care about the market noise, right? So will the housing market crash in next 5 years? I don't need to worry about that one as long as I'm buying it right. So that's the main goal, like peace of mind, which gives me and which helps me to like earn my financial independence.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Micah Johnson, and today I am joined by Emran, who's been making some serious moves in the buy and hold space for about 10 years now. Emran, welcome in, man. Glad to have you.
Hey, thank you. Glad to be here.
I'm excited for our call today. I think our listeners are really going to get some value out of how you've developed your approach over 10 years, the focus that you take, and making sure that you pull your strategy off. So let's dive in. For people who may not know you yet, what's your main focus right now, and what markets are you operating in?
Okay, thank you. So, yep, my name is Emran. I'm working as a software engineer, but at the same time, I'm investing in real estate for last 10 years. My main primary focus on buy and hold single family homes, mainly in the price point where like price to rent ratio makes sense. I don't care about that much location specific in US. So I've been investing in Ohio, Nebraska, Washington, Tennessee, and Alabama last 10 years.
Oh man, excellent. You took that leap, getting out of your backyard. So let's go back to the time where you got into real estate. You said you were a software engineer. At one point, did real estate click in and say, you know what, I'm going to start doing this too?
Yeah, that's a very interesting point in my life. So when I bought my first primary house in Redmond, Washington, the house price was like 550K. But the rent, when I was looking to rent a house, it was like very low, like 2,000 to 2,500, right? So when we bought our primary residence, but just for the reference, I actually only put 5% down payment at that time.
Nice.
And then, so when we bought it, then the price appreciation was really high. And I saw that, oh, there is a really gap on the price and the rent side, right? So then I thought about why shouldn't I talk about more investing in the side? That's how I get started.
Gotcha. And it just, had you thought about it before, or it was just an idea that was coming up as you were going through it?
I haven't thought about it before, but so when it comes to my mind, at the same time, actually, I was seeing a lot of appreciation on the house prices. And also I was looking for like hassle-free income, not like depending on W-2 all the time.
Gotcha. We're looking for that freedom, man. It's what a lot of us get into real estate for, is to make sure that we're protecting ourselves long term. So you've been doing a great job at buy and hold for quite some time now. You're up to 22 doors. You're building that cash flow, what we were talking about in our pre-recording call. What's been the key for you to make that work consistently?
The main key idea, I would say, the property management company manages all of my properties. So I don't need to day-to-day life manage all these properties, which is the operational side. At the beginning, I used to manage all these properties by myself. But I quickly found out that actually it's taking a lot of my time. So I want to spend more time on the acquisition side on actually and finding the right deals which make sense, and then actually hand it over to the property management company. Obviously, it's a another challenge to find good property management company. But if you can find one, that really helps you a lot in the long run, because then you get out of the trouble of managing all these operational things.
No, it makes sense, man. And it goes into how you're trying to do real estate anyways, because you're still doing software engineering and your time, there's only so much of it. So when you're going to engage with real estate, making sure that you're using the strategy that you're the best at, or you're doing the action that you're the best at is how I should say it. Like you identified it. My time doesn't need to be spent property managing. Now, it's also helpful that you did it, right? I think that's a key thing for a lot of folks is at least experience what it's like. So when you're working with a property management company, you know what to expect, right? You know if you're getting taken or not, and that's invaluable knowledge.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah, that's true. So when I first managed the first 3 years of my properties, I get to know all the process, how to do the tenant screening, how to actually market your property, how to find the actual rent, right? So do the like analysis, all these kind of things. The good thing about that, actually, when I was looking for property management company, I would ask this question to the property management company: "Oh, how many properties are you managing? So what is your vacancy rate looks like?" Right. So I was asking this similar question, what I used to do when I was property manager. So that helps me a lot to figure out actually which property management company is the best on each of the market, right? So then I found like couple of property management company in Ohio. Then actually I found out, oh, this is the best. And then I moved all my property to the second property management company when they were managing well.
Nice. Yeah. So you went along, found the best operators, and then put them there with them so that it can get taken care of. No, it makes sense. So let's go into your buying strategy. So you're in the acquisitions. How have you, because you've used a particular method that we were talking about a little bit beforehand to buy your properties and keep your tax burden low. Dig into that for us. What is it that you've been doing?
Yeah, sure. So there is some like tax advantage of real estate properties. What I really like about it. So when we sold our primary residence in 2021, so we had about like a 400K tax gain, capital tax, but it was primary residence, so we haven't had to pay any taxes for that one. But after that, when I sold my other properties in Washington, what I used to think about that, can I do tax-free exchange? Because if I can do that, I don't have to pay taxes right now. But the good thing, can act more one up on itself and buy more properties. So that's what I did next year, 2021. When I sold my Seattle rental property, I 1031 exchange to 6 more properties. In 2024, I did again. And at this time, I actually 1031 exchange to 8 more properties.
Nice.
You can see that actually 14 properties is got out of just 2 properties, and I don't have to put any more money from my pocket.
Man, see, that's a powerful way. So what led you to the 1031? And for listeners that may not know exactly how it works, dive into it a little bit. How does it work? Is there a way you can make sure that it's going to happen? Give us some details.
Sure. So 1031 exchange is a way to actually defer your tax gain at this moment when you are exchanging the property. There you need to follow a couple of things. One thing for sure, you need to work with 1031 intermediary who will actually take care of these finances. One word of caution: you can't touch any money. If you touch any money, this 1031 exchange would be invalid. So keep that in mind. The second thing, when you are doing it, so there are some timeline you need to make sure when you are selling a property, the next property you need to find it in 45 calendar days. And also you need to close all these properties 180 days, that means 6 months. So make sure you think through all these things. Where will you find these properties? Because you need to find all these properties in 45 days. Sometimes it might be challenging. And also talk about your intermediary. And also talk to your CPA, because sometimes the lender, you need to work three parties together, the lender, qualified intermediary, and also CPA, because they can figure out the best way to solve it. And
Mm.
even if you can't find the property, because the 1031 exchange, they charge around $1,000. So if you can't find the property, that's perfectly fine. If it doesn't work out. So people get like very fearful about the process, but it's not that much complicated.
Gotcha. So you mentioned a term of a 1031 intermediary a couple times. Let folks know what that is and how do you find a good one? What are some good questions to ask someone you'd be interviewing to find out if they're, a good rep for that or not?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, that's a great question. 1031 intermediary who manages all of your finances when you are doing the 1031 exchange. So their main responsibility is when you sell the property, all the money goes to their account. And
Mm.
when you buy property, they actually send the money directly to the lender or closing office. And if you want to find a good 1031 intermediary, make sure you read about the reviews, talk to your real estate partner who did it before, because there is a lot of things, legal things you need to put into place to make it work, and make sure actually you talk to the right person to get enough information, and always ask them actually how many 1031 exchange they do per year. That's a good metric, right? So if they are doing only a couple of in a year, that means actually they didn't have enough experience doing that.
Yeah, that's a great way. That's a great way for sure. You can tell if they're specialized or not. And you mentioned there too, hitting your real estate relationships. Dig into that for a second. How is that? What kind of relationships have you built and how have they helped your career over time?
Yeah, so real estate, it helped me. So when I was doing my real estate investment, so I quickly found out that actually it takes long time to get into real estate or see the real estate deal. During the pandemic, I got my real estate license. So that's one more thing. That helped me a lot, because now actually I can go and see the house by myself based on my timing. And then when I moved out from Washington to Nebraska, actually same thing I did, transferred my license to Nebraska. I didn't have to do the exam again. So yep, I'm very good at like making all this process efficient. And at the same time, I met with like very amazing real estate agent who actually knows about local market, who knows about how to negotiate better. And at the beginning, I was struggling with getting funding. Once I found out that actually there are few lenders who would actually fund all of your deals as long as you find like good deals based on the cash flow, using DSCR loan. Those are really good points in the relationship of my real estate business.
Okay. All right. So let's lean into that. So you were mentioning about funding was originally one of your bottlenecks, which a lot of investors go through. Where do I get the money to get these projects done? And you mentioned a couple particular lenders you found, and then a particular loan type. You said the DSCR. Explain a little bit about what that is and what to look for in a lender who does that type well.
Yeah, sure. So for your single SSN, you can get 10 conventional loan for rental properties. But as you hit that mark, you need to think about how you can get more funding. So there are a couple of lenders or like few more through the nationwide lending for DSCR. So one good thing about DSCR that actually there is no limit of lending. So you can get like hundreds of loans as long as the property cash flows. DSCR, let me elaborate a little bit more. Debt service coverage ratio. Basically, what you do actually in the rental income, and you calculate all the expenses, you find out the ratio. Typically nowadays the lender will allow like DSCR 1. That means as long as all the expenses is covered by the income, you are good, you will get the funding. So when you're talking to the lender, ask them actually what are the restriction, what is the DSCR restriction or ratio they are looking for, right? And what is the minimum amount of down payment? And one more question I always ask actually, is there any prepayment penalty? Because most of the DSCR loan, they have like 3 to 5 years prepayment penalty. So if you are thinking, oh, I will pay off in 1 year or 2 year of this property, then make sure you talk to them and understand actually, is there any penalty you need to pay?
Yeah. Excellent, excellent points there. That prepayment penalty gets people sometimes, especially when you're turning loans over fast. Interesting, man. Okay, awesome. So what's your big opportunity for 2026? What are you looking into this year? Where are your eyes pointing?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, so 2026, I'm really excited about the current announcement by our president that actually the price might come a little bit lower to the range. And I'm looking for like all over in the USA, in different states where the deal makes sense. Mainly, I look for like 20% ROI for each single family homes. And my screening criteria around actually, I look for like 100K to 150K price range with 20% down payment. And as long as it covers all the payment and I get enough return out of my money, that's my goal is to find. And finding is still a little bit getting harder, but still getting once in a few. And that's the main goal for 20.
Do you have a number of doors you're trying to add to your portfolio?
Yeah, typically I try to get 4 to 6 per year. So that's my goal.
4 to 6 per year, right on. And are there any particular markets that you're looking in that you're starting to find stuff happening?
Yeah, so when I started, I saw a lot of deals in Ohio market, Cleveland area. Then I looked into like Birmingham, Alabama, and also then like Memphis, Tennessee. These are the three market I typically focus on where actually I can get like good price to rent ratio.
Nice. And you already have your property management set up for those. So like you're
Yes.
staying in the spaces where you're keeping it prepared. And I think that's important. Like one thing I've appreciated about your story so far is the discipline to it. You're not chasing things. Like there's a quote I like that we're not deal manufacturers, we're deal finders. Like it's gonna pencil or it's not gonna pencil. And you have your exact formula for what you're looking for. And what that really does is protect you. It keeps that's where you're actually investing and you're not gambling. There's a strategy that you're executing.
Yeah, but I really like that type of investment approach where actually you can find the deal and then have them like give them long runway to make it work. As long as you buy it right, you don't need to think about, oh, I need to sell it like next year or next 5 years. Then you don't need to care about the market noise, right? So will the housing market crash in next 5 years? I don't need to worry about that one as long as I'm
Yeah.
buying it right. So that's the main goal, like peace of mind, which gives me and which helps me to like earn my financial independence in like less than 40 years.
Right. And peace of mind's a lot. Entrepreneurs already go through stress. There's already just a natural built-in stress due to how much uncertainty you deal with, right? Like there's a level of like, to that. So keeping as much at peace as you can by utilizing your process, it's everything. It really is the difference between being successful or not.
Sure. Yep. So yep, focus on these things. And then I think real estate investment, it's easier if you know what you are looking for. So finding that right balance, actually, how much time you want to spend on and what is the main focus area. And if you enough put your focused effort in one thing, I'm certain actually everybody can get out of what they want.
Nailed it, man. And it lines up with this idea I hear time and time again, especially in real estate investing, is work backward from where you're trying to get to. If you know what you're trying to do, take the time to determine it. Look up different asset classes. Look up what you're trying to do. Like talk to people, spend time preparing for what you're about to do, and your chances of pulling it off, they exponentially increase because you know where you're trying to go and you can work backwards. And then all of a sudden the rush goes away. That's what I experienced when I shifted to that method in my own life is I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere. I know where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing exactly what I should be doing today based on the plan because I know where I'm trying to get to. I'm working backwards from it. And that's where that peace of mind really comes in. And then the day-to-day noise of real estate, it just gets softer and softer.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Well, let me ask you this. If someone wanted to connect, collaborate, or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way to find you? Do you have any information they can learn more about your strategy? And, where could they get a hold of you at?
Absolutely. So I write a financial freedom newsletter. So in Substack, you can find me there using Emran Chowdhury. So I wrote a lot of newsletter posts last year to focus on what type of deal I'm looking for, what type of investment strategy I used. So you can read about those things, and that will really help you to accelerate anyone's real estate career. And also reach out to me there if you are interested.
Excellent, man. We'll make sure we have those links for everybody in our show notes so you'll be able to find Imran. Hey, Imran, it's been a pleasure having you on, man. I appreciate your time and your story. I think more folks need to be out there doing it like you're doing it, being intentional, know what you're trying to do, work backwards, and pull that dream off. It's possible. It really is. So if you got value from this episode today, please like this episode, share it, subscribe to our podcast. We got more conversations coming up with operators just like Imran who are out there building a real business that's leading to the generational wealth that they're after. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.